Good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Grant Stern. I reside at 425 Northeast 22nd Street. I've grown up in Miami. I was born in Miami. I went to high school in Miami. I've lived in the downtown area, the Upper East Side area for the last 24 years. And so I've witnessed the evolution of our city over these many years, from a pretty sleepy town to a really bustling city. And right at the heart of it is the land controlled by the Bayfront Park Trust. This is the central park of the city of Miami, which is the linchpin for the entire region, right? So what's been going on there? Well, we found out that a crime family took over the park, not just for 7 years, because most people have forgotten that Joe Carollo is not the first member of the Carollo family to control the Bayfront Park Trust from the District 3 Commissioner's office. His predecessor is his brother, Frank Carollo. Frank was a CPA. He's an actual Marine. He served honorably, or so we believed, on this commission for 8 years. And during those 8 years, he was the chairman of the Bayfront Park Trust, while all the time it had a cash room with a skim. And when the brave executive director, Jose Suarez, decided to end the cash room, they found $5 million extra in their receipts in just the first year. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to think about how much corruption it is to steal $5 million a year. That is significant money. The Bayfront Park Trust isn't just in charge of throwing parties, although the Carollo Crime Family has turned those into corruption festivals as well. But it's also in charge of the waterfront itself. Seawalls are very expensive. Maintaining parks is very expensive. Rebuilding a fountain that was left for dead because it was a white elephant 40 years ago when it was created is not what we need to be spending that money on, but having the cash room for the last 15 years at least. I'm very thrilled that Commissioner Gabela convened this body here in City Hall so they can look into the corrupt Carollo Crime Family of comunistas. These are people, specifically the former chairperson, who never has a private sector job. He is of the government, from the government, and for the government, and he thinks he is the government. Well, I'm here to tell you.
Can we just keep,
Yes, sir, I appreciate that. I totally understand.
This is what I'm going to say. Let's stick to the
facts. Let's stick to remedies.
Yeah,
let's go to remedies. Yes, sir.
He does name calling and this kind of stuff, and I don't want to fall into this. I'm one that I don't like the name calling.
I understand entirely.
I like to stick to, so let's stick.
Yes, sir, absolutely. So what do we do about this? Okay, what can be done? How do you find $70 million embezzled from a city agency? Well, first, obviously, we need a forensic audit. I'm sure you guys are on top of that. But there's something that I don't think has been recommended, and I'm here to tell you guys about it, which is IRS Form 211. It is the application for award on original information. The city of Miami possesses all of the original information, and your agency specifically, of who worked there during all of those years. This board can direct the IRS, give them the audit, and say, please, give us a reward of anything that you recover from looking into the spending habits and patterns of these many employees who embezzled from the cash room for at least 15 years that we know of, roughly $5 million a year in today's dollars. The IRS can look into all of those people based on an IRS Form 211, the application for award for original information. And I believe that it would be appropriate for the investigators to look and find whom they should be reporting to the IRS, because that is the only way that this body can claw back even a small fraction of the $70 million that we have lost as taxpayers that should have gone into our central downtown park.
Okay, thank you very much. Your time is up. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioner, we have somebody on Zoom that wants